Hello everybody, I'm Chris Williams. Welcome to my video blog, and not just my video blog, that is my 197th episode. If you watch me on a daily basis, you'll be seeing my 200th episode, hopefully on Thursday, the 1st of April. A hilarious April Fool's Day joke for you there, with me, the fool. But yeah, today is Monday, the 29th of March 2010. Those of you who follow me on Facebook will know in advance what this video is about. I was out when the prospective Chancellors came on Channel 4 here in the United Kingdom to talk about economics ahead of the upcoming general election. I've now seen the programme on catch-up service on the internet, and in this video I aim to talk about my opinion of what I saw, and also I aim to discuss what seems to be the general consensus amongst the public as to who performed strongest on the debate and how this might affect the outcome of the election. So stick with me after the break. Alistair Darling from the Labour Party, George Osborne from the Conservatives, and Vince Cable from the Liberal Democrats, each three of them their respective party Treasury spokesmen here in the United Kingdom, with Alistair Darling, the Chancellor in the governing Labour Party here in the United Kingdom, and the three of them were on Channel 4 here in the United Kingdom tonight, and they engaged in a debate. Of course, there's a forerunner for a debate between the main party leaders that will be happening 3 times between the start of the election and the day itself. Of course, such debates are a new concept to the United Kingdom. They've been trying to have them for years, but it's only now that all parties have agreed on them. Now, Vince Cable, the Treasury spokesman for the Liberal Democrats, as far as I'm aware, he's the only Treasury spokesman of the three I've mentioned who has actually got experience of being an economist. The others, I think, just studied economics at university. But people often say that Vince Cable is a man who talks a lot of sense on the economy. And indeed, I get the impression that the general consensus is that it was Vince Cable who won the debate between the three Treasury spokesmen tonight. From the footage I've seen, maybe it's because I'm a conservative myself, but I think George Osborne, he came across with some very intelligent arguments. I'm not too keen on his idea that private sector companies should help to create the jobs rather than the state. So I think some of his ideas, either it's a case of me not understanding what he's saying, or they won't work in the first place. But some people say that he comes across a bit posh. A lot of people on the BBC News forum that I was reading a short time ago, they say that he came across as posh to them, and he put them off voting for him as a result. I don't think he came across as posh, and he came across as knowledgeable, and in fact, as one person on the BBC forum said, he came across as a kind of doctor type figure, with a smooth bedside manner, trying to persuade you into understanding what he's talking about. But I think public opinion is important for such debates, and I think that George Osborne may not have benefited from the debate as much as he would have liked to. Alistair Darling, on the other hand, he came along with a we're doing okay as we are at the moment, let's continue kind of ethos. He tried to scare the people. In fact, he scared me by saying, if you vote at the Labour government, things might go wrong. So one might be scared by that idea, and that might encourage you to maintain the current consensus on what the policies are. Of course, before the debate, the Conservatives announced that they would repeal the increase in national insurance contributions that the Labour government announced recently. Sometime soon, national insurance contributions will go up by 1%. National insurance contributions, of course, help to pay for your pension when you retire, and they also go towards the upkeep of the NHS and other affiliated welfare services. But the Conservatives say that they would repeal that, helping 7 out of every 10 members of the public. So some say that is populist, some say that that will help a great deal of people. But when the Treasury spokesman were asked how they, I must be careful there because only one of them is in government. But you know, I mean, I say Treasury spokesman, spokesman about Treasury matters. All 3 of them say that taxes will have to go up, and it seems very likely that people are going to get hurt as a result of the current economic conditions. Some are concerned that if you tax the non-doms, the rich people who only have holiday homes, that sort of thing, then they will clear off, and then the government won't get their money. So that's one risk that I didn't personally think of. But I said in the blog recently that I hope the Liberal Democrats don't form a coalition with anybody, but I do think that, to summarise, Vince Cable came out at the debate very well, and in fact he said that rather than cutting taxes, there needs to be cutbacks in expenditure on public services to try and sort out the economy's problems. Because some say that you can't really do that, but I think you can actually. I know the Liberal Democrats are in favour of small government, but to summarise, I'd like to say that it's rather close now between the Labour and the Conservatives. Vince Cable was the only person to benefit from tonight's debate. Alistair Darling, he might have damaged himself, but not to a noticeable degree. George Osborne still hasn't won the people over, from what I can see. Still a lot more work to do. I don't think he can communicate the Conservative Party's economic message by himself. He needs help from David Cameron on that. And Vince Cable, everybody seems to love Vince Cable, even when he hasn't opened his mouth. So I think the Liberals were in a strong position as the debate. And of course, if the Liberal share of the vote goes up, then that will disadvantage the Labour share of the vote, but it won't disadvantage the Labour Party electorally. It will only make it difficult for the Conservatives to form a coalition or to win the election outright. Remember, if Labour have more than 100 seats after the election, then the Liberals are kingmakers, and it's almost guaranteed that if the Liberals have more than 100 seats, you will not have a Conservative majority of 1. You'd have a minority of 30 or so, according to Swingometer on the website of the Telegraph newspaper. So I think tonight's debate only strengthens the likelihood that there'd been a hung parliament, and as regulars will know, that the current figures, according to the Swingometer I mentioned a few moments ago, imply there will be a Liberal coalition with a majority of 4. Okay, thanks for joining me for this video blog. Do join me for my next video tomorrow, but if you're just dipping into my videos, do check out my FIFA World Cup 2010 prediction, which I know is very popular, and which is just a few views away from 1,000 viewers. Okay, that's all for me, Chris Williams. Do join me for my next video. Until next time, it's bye for now. Bye bye.